Leo, even though you hear me calling this a 7-day forecast, understand, Leo, that not every single thing happens at the exact same time for everyone. So understand that it may take some time for the events in the reading to play out. Others of you, Leo, I'm not talking to you at all. It's actually not your reading. So, I encourage you to have the discernment and the discretion to know the difference and to see that kind of early on. Above all else, Leo Nation, please don't make any rash decisions or jump to any type of conclusions based on what you hear from a general read. Would like a reading based on your own personal energy? You can, of course, book a reading on my website, which happens to be AngelicAscensionsTarot.com. Lastly, Leo, this is going to be a reading that touches on some very sensitive topics. That's not the type of reading that you are looking for, Leo. I invite you to go ahead and click off this reading. Those of you who are ready to roll with me, though, Leo Nation, let's dive right into these channeled messages. If you would like to bypass this part of the video and go straight into the reading, the timestamp for where the reading begins can be found below. Vanguard, seafood, Home Depot, legs, don't panic, online classes, Flying J, the name Jack, the name Lily, and the name Michael, Oklahoma, twerk, nickname Cookie, Tucson, Ford Bronco, Baton Rouge. All right, Leo Nation, let's dive right into this. Let's see what is going on for the Leo Nation. Leo, you having drama with somebody? You having hostile feelings towards someone? It seems like it. It seems like there is a broken heart that maybe you're heartbroken about something. About something, about someone. For some of you, this is a romantic situation. Your romantic situations might be kind of complicated, or you've had some type of complicated situation in the past, or maybe you've had to cut somebody off. Some of you, this harsh cutoff had something to do with a third-party situation that may have come into your awareness. You became aware of something, Leo. You did what you needed to do, and you separated yourself from this person. Seems like somebody might be back on the market, Leo. It could be you. It seems like maybe somebody did have a secret, kept secrets from you. For some of you, you're entering a rebound situation. You're getting out of something and you're getting into something really quickly. Your guides are encouraging you to think twice about getting into something too quickly, Leo, without really checking the fine print to a situation. Since we're talking about fine print, there might be a contract that's coming up that you might really want to look through, Leo. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I think maybe right now, Leo Nation, you decided that romance is not the road that you want to travel. It just seems like maybe you did start out by keeping an open mind about a particular person or romance in general, and right now maybe you're kind of shutting down to that idea. It just seems like something rained on your parade, basically, or somebody disappointed you. Yeah, it seems like somebody may have lost attraction for someone. Or maybe somebody's really not making a genuine effort in a situation. Maybe you feel like you need time to think. Or maybe this is someone that has had time to think, Leo, about you. Could have been a Scorpio. Some of you, this is your baby's father. Or some of you are having issues with a family member who could be your father. It just seems like there's someone... you have an earth sign, Leo, that maybe you cut off. Maybe you cut off an air sign, or you cut off a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I think somebody's trying to come and clear the air with you. There's a fire sign. This could be you, Leo. You might be going towards someone. Okay? It just seems like in the past you've had to assert yourself. Or maybe this is you being loud and clear that maybe you don't want to be bothered by somebody that brings a lot of drama to your life. Tired, Leo. Seems like your body is looking for sleep. And there might be something that you might not be able to control it, Leo. You might be kind of like falling asleep. Your body might be kind of forcing you into getting the rest that it needs, Leo. I don't know what's going on. It just seems like, honestly, what might be going on is you might be laying down to go to sleep, and when you do, your mind doesn't get quiet. Somebody pass, Leo. Somebody passed away. Maybe that's just how tired you are. Just dead tired. Okay. You are not speaking to someone by choice. You have intended for things to be that way. You're not speaking to them, and they're not speaking to you. This is likely an ex who could have water in their chart. This Knight of Cups could be a Scorpio. That's the issue. You blocked somebody. You want somebody to change. This could be somebody that you might feel is judgmental. And it could be a Capricorn. I think, Leo, this is either you or someone that you're dealing with. It just seems like right now your focus is not on a relationship. It's about managing your money. It seems like there's something you want to be able to share your wealth with other people, or share something. It seems like you're working on yourself. You're working on a healthy self-esteem. You're working on creating healthy boundaries. And I think that you're somebody that has a solid moral compass. Or this could be the way that somebody sees you, or the way that you see someone around you. I do feel like there's somebody that has been keeping secrets in a certain situation. This might be somebody that you might view as a snake, and this could be another water sign, a Scorpio or a Pisces. I also see Libra. And I feel that you could be dealing with someone who is indecisive. They don't really know what they want. And so that in turn leaves you in limbo. You don't know whether or not you have a future with this situation. You just know that you're hurt. There's somebody in your situation that drinks a lot. Leo, they don't know when to stop. It seems like somebody is constantly at the bar drinking down drinks. Somebody has a drinking problem. If you're going to some type of social event and maybe you don't really want to go, Leo Nation. Yeah, it just seems like you feel stuck. You do feel stuck in a contract. It seems like if there is a contract that you're dealing with, a financial obligation that you have, it just seems like it's kind of difficult for you to keep up on bills or finances because you have some type of money problems. Yeah, it just seems like it. It seems like that's what's keeping you from getting to sleep at night, is your worries, your disappointments, your depression. It just seems like there's something that you feel like you can't quite get over. And it would be the past, Leo, a cross watcher. Maybe random side note. I'm about to call you Sagittarius. Leo, maybe you might be cooking a meal. Maybe you're going to brunch or a restaurant. See what I mean? Somebody's constantly at the pub or constantly at the bar. Maybe somebody has Irish background. You might want to keep track of your paperwork. Leo. Wow. Self-hatred. Somebody is very down on themselves. Very self-deprecating. Somebody's really unhappy with themselves, and this might be why somebody drinks. Leo Nation. You're at a crossroads about something. This could be a same-sex relationship. But let me make it clear that somebody could be down low in this situation. Maybe this is something that you found out about, Leo. What's going on with the Leo Nation? Why are you feeling stuck? Okay, you feel stuck. Your guides are saying that they're sending you some subtle messages. They are. They're sending you some very subtle messages. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. It just seems like you might not be looking for these signs and omens, but they're actually there that will help you figure out some type of bind that you're in, some type of situation. I think it's, like I said before, a binding contract, some type of debt. I talked to you about the past with a family member. It may have something to do with your upbringing. Because to be honest, it seems like there's a mentor in your life that you are maybe looking at with some very judgmental eyes. And because of a complicated and maybe a damaging relationship that you had with a parent that you might feel was very quick-tempered. You might feel that this is somebody that did not speak, that does not think before they speak. There's somebody that you feel is resisting of change. Somebody that you're very suspicious of this week. You distrust someone. You have a strong distrust for someone. And it just seems like maybe you're trying to give yourself reasons for why you feel this way. It just feels like intuitively you feel that something is going on and that you're needing to make a choice about something. Yes, intuitively. There's something that you don't quite see clearly. And this week, it feels like your intuition, your guides are guiding you by way of your intuition to see something clearly. And it just seems like it's time for you to choose a new direction. Because it seems like you're at a crossroads. And you're having difficulty with choosing maybe a direction or some type of decision in your life. Yeah, you're afraid to maybe start something or step into some type of new situation. Random side note, you have something that needs to be sewn. You may need to bring something to the tailor. Something has a hole in it. Leo. I think you might play a musical instrument. And I think there might be a Leo or a Cancer that's in your energy. Okay. Leo Nation, a cross watcher. You have money coming to you. There's an opportunity that I feel is coming to you this week, but it's just going to depend on whatever these decisions, whatever it is that you choose this week, Leo, is going to set you up for these new opportunities. Who's the Magician? Ace of Pentacles, yeah. You have an opportunity to make money. Maybe you're doing some type of magic to maybe help with a financial situation. What's going on with Leo? Yeah, work, life, and career. It just seems like something is going to require you to create some type of balance. Oh, this might be with your spending. Because it just seems like there's something that comes up this week. I kind of feel this, Leo Nation, that might have you... Maybe you will just overspend usually. What's going on with your money? Why is your money looking like this? Oh, be careful, Leo, about a friend that's around you. I feel like there's a friend that's trying to trap you in some type of way. And maybe it is the anniversary of somebody's death that's around you. You are. I think this is the issue. Did I say that somebody has some type of a drug problem? I think that could be what somebody is overspending on. It just seems like this week, that's what this is. Self-hatred. This is somebody going back to some type of, like a failed coping mechanism. It's not a healthy coping mechanism at all, Leo. But you might find yourself going back to this. Or this is somebody around you. Yeah, you got some heartache here. Maybe this is why I'm seeing this card that says right. Maybe this is you this week. Maybe you're journaling about your feelings. Because it just seems like this is a very emotional week for you, Leo. Something that is still lingering in your energy that I feel like you're trying to regroup with about this week. You're regrouping. You're pulling yourself together after some type of disappointment. After some bad memories that I feel are coming up this week. They're surfacing, Leo, and it seems like you're having some difficulty with working through this. Maybe there's part of you that really wants to talk about something that you're going through. And this is your guys trying to get you to broaden your focus. Focus on what's good in your life right now, Leo. And know that things are going to get better. Because it looks like that's what this choose. Okay, there. This feels like that. My eyes looked at this again, and I don't know. I saw change in direction. So it feels like there's some type of something in your situation is getting ready to change. This is definitely a new opportunity opening up for you. There's a new path, Leo, that is opening up for you, and it just seems like maybe you're afraid to go down this new path for whatever reason. This new path might be a new normal for some of you, Leo. This could be you becoming a single mother. This might have something to do with a co-parenting situation, or there's some type of achievement that maybe your child is maybe experiencing. Yeah. I think that's what this is. I think this is a move. Maybe you're not prepared to move. It seems like your lease is ending. Or it's time to sell a house. It's time to meet new people, it seems like, Leo. You got a fresh start right in front of you. There's some type of choice that you're making that's going to put you in a position to have some fresh opportunities. I think this is an ideal time for you to move, Leo. It just seems like for your pockets, it's not. Okay, so this is what's going on with work-life balance. You're spreading yourself kind of thin this week. You're sad about something. Also, I'm trying to see what's going on, Leo. Bear with me. You're making progress towards something. You have somebody freeloading off of you, Leo? You might feel this way. Like I said before, you don't feel appreciated on some level. You got a lot going on, Leo. My gosh. Somebody around you, Leo, speaks with an accent. Or they have like a lisp or a speech impediment, possibly. What is going on? You definitely have a lot going on at home and with family members. Like, I see that. I see that you got a lot of pressure on you. You're trying to stay level-headed. You got some debts that you're trying to clear up. You might even have like a past court case that is, or something that could be pending right now that I feel is on your mind, and that's something that's giving you anxiety and worry. Some of you, this whole situation here having to do with feeling stuck has something to do with work. You may not be exactly happy with what it is that you do, because maybe you feel like you're not really utilizing your skills to the best of their ability in the work that you're doing right now. To be honest, that's kind of what I feel like it is. What's going on with work? Change. I think that's where you're at a crossroads. I think that's where you're deciding whether or not to choose a new direction. You have these directions here as if maybe you might be needing directions. Are you getting lost? You might be needing to use your GPS. Always bring your own sunshine. I don't know why that reminds me of bring your own booze. You're drinking, okay? I don't know if you're going out with friends or you're drinking alone. That just seems like I said, that's where somebody's money is going. That's what somebody's overspending on. What's going on with Leo? Okay. So are you able to do this? Yeah, see, you're striving with work or school, okay? Maybe part of you feels like you don't have enough. We're talking about upbringing. Maybe this is how it has something to do with your upbringing, like a lack, like a poverty mentality, Leo. What's going on with work? It just seems like that's what's distracting you is a love situation. Or like I said, what's going on at home is what's distracting you. Is there something going on with Leo what's going on with Leo with work? Okay. You're striving this week. You're trying to improve a financial situation because you feel stuck. This situation is going to require patience, Leo. Wow. Okay. Did you lose? I think this is you. Either you lost a job or you're ready to leave. You're strongly considering this. It just seems like you're afraid. Like I said, either you're leaving a job behind or there's an aspect of your job that you're leaving behind. But you have dependence, yep, clenching, tightness around money, shrinking. That's your financial situation. That's what you're worried about. So this is like you. If you own your own business, Leo, it just seems like money is either slow to come in or it's just non-existent. There's not enough to cover your bills. You are making a decision about your job for sure. You have a ticket. Did I say it's keep up with your paperwork? You have a ticket. I'm hearing failure to appear. Did you not go to court about something and you're worried that something is catching up with you? You got some type of legal situation that I think you might be thinking about but trying not to think about. Maybe you put something on the back burner and something is coming back around this week. Leo Nation. Some of you, you're distant from your children or a child. I don't know. This is somebody that I feel is coming to visit a child. Or this is what your issue is that somebody does not step up enough for a child. And it could be a Leo child. Maybe your daughter is a Leo. So what's the solution here surrounding your money situation? Okay. Things have been kind of slow for you, Leo. Or you're out of work. You got people at your job that are trying to sabotage you. What's going on with Leo? There is an opportunity, Leo, that I feel is presenting itself. I think you've got some good news coming in, Leo, about work. or about your career. It could be about a promotion or a scholarship. You have some good news coming in. Yep. Court ladies, paid salaries. You getting paid this week, Leo Nation. Or something is coming up. Like I said, some type of improvement with your pay is coming up. It just seems like maybe you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're really stressed out about something secret deal. I think that has something to do with the court situation around you, to be honest. What's going on with Leo's money this week? Leo, you're stressed out. You have this card that says allow unlimited abundance. As if there's something that's going on with you mentally, creating some type of mental blockage. You're in some type of revolving situation month after month or week after week, Leo, that is keeping you stuck. And I think honestly with your career, you're feeling lost, and I think you are dealing with some type of burnout. I think, Leo, that there's something that you really could achieve if you really tried. And maybe there's somebody that was a mentor in your life, supposedly. And maybe they dissuaded you from something. They told you that there's something that you really can't do. You don't have the ability to do it. So maybe there's a lot of self-doubt here. And that's something that's blocking your confidence this week. You have a Cancer around you. It seems like this is somebody's birthday. Or somebody missed somebody's birthday and it could have been in Gemini season. Yeah, there's maybe a project that maybe you want to get started. And maybe you have some insecurities, but at the same time you have some ambitions. I think somebody has projected their insecurities on you. And I think that there might be something, Leo, that maybe you're afraid of doing. And this week, if you're able to capitalize on an opportunity and move forward with something, it just seems like something really has the ability to turn around. I think part of you, Leo, is thinking about becoming self-employed. I think you really do have the tools and the knowledge to start your own business or your own creative project. And I think you've been waiting and maybe not getting to work on it, but you've been thinking about it. Unless you feel like this is a friend that's actually an enemy. Maybe you feel offended by a friend. Or there's somebody around you whose integrity that you question. Or that wasn't questioned in the past. It seems like somebody is coming back. Leo or cross watcher. Somebody's coming back into your energy. It could be a Pisces. Somebody with Pisces in their natal chart. What is this person coming back to accomplish? Somebody wants to talk to you. Somebody's maybe waiting to hear from you. This could be somebody that dropped you a message, or could be dropping a message by you. I think somebody wants to drop by and talk to you in person. It just seems like the problem is bad memories, past bad memories that you had with somebody. And like I said, it seems like you're replaying these things over and over in your mind. And I think the issue is that maybe you are definitely questioning somebody's integrity. You want to feel like somebody has your back, and maybe you feel like they didn't have your back. Maybe in your time of need, Leo. And maybe something went down in the month of April. Are you dealing with a Taurus or an Aries? I think there's somebody that you question whether or not they genuinely feel the same way about you. This is somebody that I feel dropped off the radar. I think somebody misses you and they want to see you. Or they may want to see a child that you might be a protector of. What is it? Enemy. Somebody is constantly gossiping about you. Okay, somebody's running their mouth. Somebody obviously does not like you. And I think you feel the same way. I think this is somebody, you don't like them either. You don't like them, they don't like you. What's going on, Leo? You do have an enemy. Yeah, this is an Aries, a Pisces. Aries, Pisces. Yeah, separation. This is a friend that maybe you dropped because of maybe you felt like they were a snake of some type. This is who's coming to communicate with you. A Virgo possibly, or a Libra. You're getting communication from a Leo or a Libra or a Leo or Gemini. Yeah, you see somebody as a serpent. Rosa, Mel, Apabus. I don't know if we know as April. Somebody's name could be April. Somebody's name could be Mel. Somebody's name could be Rosa. And these names could be significant to your situation in some type of way. Somebody's coming to talk to you, or you want to go and talk to someone. And I think it's somebody that has stressed you out. You've had bad blood with someone. Your muscles get tense when you think about this person. It seems like somebody sees you as cold as ice, difficult to open up. Somebody definitely sees you with your guards up, Leo. And I think you have some difficulty relaxing around this person. Because it seems like when you're around this person, it brings back old memories. You get stuck in your head about this situation. You're getting caught in some type of loop. And it just seems like this week, Leo, it may be necessary for you to find a way to break out of whatever this is that's on your mind, or whatever this is that you're thinking about constantly. So there is communication from this person. Possibly an air sign. Yep, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. I think somebody has been they've been maintaining their silence for a while. You've created some type of a boundary. You may have ended something with someone. There's a fire sign that's coming to you. And this is definitely some type of unexpected communication. Somebody springs up on you. Leo or cross watcher. They kind of sneak up on you. This might be somebody that you feel is an enemy. Leo. Yeah. Future is unknown between you and this person. Or this is the future isn't unknown by them. Man, it just seems like you have fears about opening up. There's somebody that would like to shift the situation or shift the conversation away from things being awkward and weird, to things being more comfortable, things being in a better place between the two of you. This might be another Leo. Yeah, this is a friend of yours, or this is an acquaintance that you've had some issues trusting, or that you feel like somebody is wishy-washy. You don't know if somebody's really your friend or they're genuinely an enemy. I don't know. It just seems like loyalty is a factor here. And there's a lot of regret having to do with a past situation or a past decision. Something that was covered up from you, and something that came into your awareness. And you feel like it was a one-sided situation, or that somebody was using you. You feel like there's a lot of people that are against you, Leo. Maybe you feel backed into a corner in some type of way, for whatever reason. It just seems like you have the power to change something, Leo, but it's going to depend on the way that you're looking at something. It seems like it's going to depend on your perspective. It just seems like I said, you're low vibing this week. Something is just really mentally blocking you. It could be that you have a headache. Maybe you had this a headache for a very long time. It just seems like you're stressed, and maybe you're conditioned, Leo, to, since you were a child, to put on this brave, happy face, but really deep inside, you're really feeling upset about something, or you're feeling insecure about a decision that you're making, and it definitely feels like you're still hurt because of what someone said. A Virgo. A Virgo or a Libra. You got a Sag also. Scorpio. Somebody lied. Somebody's trying to reconcile with you. This is a child. They feel like you're silencing them in some type of way. There's somebody that's been in and out of their life, and this is somebody that is intoxicated. This is an absent parent. It seems like you grew up with an absent parent. Somebody that was always disappointing you. Or this is you dealing with somebody that's constantly disappointing a child. That is why you cut somebody off. Or why you're cutting somebody off this week. You've been in a state of confusion. It just seems like something takes you out of that confusion, and where you make a firm decision, where you've been at a crossroads about what decision to make or how to bring about some type of viable change to your circumstances. It just seems like something becomes crystal clear for you this week, Leo Nation, where things just, it just seemed like there were way too many decisions or way too many options in front of you. It just seems like something becomes an obvious decision, or somebody's intentions become very apparent to you. You have some good news coming in for you. I did talk about money, or this is about a decision to move. For some of you, this is a decision to get out there again and start dating after there's been some disappointment. You're realizing how brilliant and talented you are. This is good news, it feels like, in terms of a job. Random side note, some of you could be going back to an old job. I mentioned some of you starting your own business. And to talk about a legal situation. It just seems like something actually works out. Something has been a long drawn out process, Leo. And it just seems like something ends up working out for the best. You're around somebody violent, volatile, unpredictable. Somebody has a health problem. Seems like this is something that's been going on for a long time. Did I say you're sleeping? You need some sleep, Leo. I'm getting sleep deprivation. You're depriving yourself of sleep. And it's creating other health problems, possibly. There is a fire sign for sure, Leo. Calm down. There's a fire sign, Leo. Wow. Leo, what is this? I don't know. This has happened before, though. It seems like you have some negativity around you. Oh, okay. This is something that's constantly happening. It seems like you got a lot of negativity, and you find yourself in like a negative situation or around some negative people here. And it just seems like maybe you're trying to find a way to protect yourself. You're trying to deflect some type of negativity. I don't know. It just seems like you might feel powerless to change. That's what I mean. You got some negativity. Maybe somebody's trying to fight you, Leo. I don't know what this is. Let's see what's going on with singles. You got a Sagittarius around you. Okay, yeah. I think you might be getting back out there and dating. Leo, I think you might be meeting someone. It just seems like the decision or the crossroads that you might need to make or change about your situation is to decide if you're emotionally ready for a relationship. It just seems like somebody is coming in and somebody is showing you interest, but you have the hanging ghost behind that card, as if there's the past that's maybe haunting you or holding you back. Past disappointment, or there's an ex that's still kind of haunting your energy. Unless this is you, Leo, your house may definitely be haunted. Or this past person, I did say somebody passed away. The energy of this person might be lingering on around you. And that might be a fire sign or somebody with fire in their chart. All right, Holy Spirit, anything else for Leo? You got some violence. I'm trying to tell you. This feels like this is animal cruelty. this week, Leo Nation. The advice is to trust in higher forces. There's some things, Leo Nation, that may be happening or that might be appearing in your life that might feel like it's beyond your control. This honestly feels like this is some type of divine intervention stepping in to help you with something or give you guidance and direction about something that is just confusing for you at this point in time. Yes, exactly. All in perfect timing. This is it. It's time to take action now. I'll be here to help you every step of the way. This is not something that it may feel like you're going into something blindly, Leo, because you're not sure what direction to choose. You're at a crossroads. Your guides are saying it's time for you to take action. It's time for you to make a decision about something, about some type of door, a new door of opportunity, or this is where you're wanting to move. Your guides are helping you every step of the way with something that you feel is hard to navigate through. I promise you, there's somebody that passed away. You have this card that says hanging ghost, and then you have, what is it about? A fire sign. Is there something that they're trying to say? Do you feel like you have failed in some type of way? I just feel like you're really down on yourself. Like I said, this might be the anniversary of somebody's passing then, Leo. Your financial flow is going to improve. Your mindset, though, Leo, is going to play a huge role in how this rolls out. It just seems like your mindset has been very negative, or you've been very disappointed, very tired. What you visualize, the things that you think about, you actually bring into your life. So I think this is your guys and trying to show you that you really do have more control over a financial situation, maybe more control than you might realize. A wonderful surprise is coming. Something entirely new awaits you. Thank you, Spirit Guides. You have a new beginning on the other side of a situation, Leo. It just seems like there's some type of, you've got a decision to make about something. Are you anemic, Leo? Feel the power of blood and your ancestors. So that's what I'm seeing here with a passed on loved one. You have your ancestors behind you. Awaken your senses, slow down, and become aware of them. What about this? What do you need to slow down? You need to become aware of your feelings. Yes, you have new opportunities that is coming up for you. You really do. An opportunity that helps you make money. The time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul path. This might have something to do with not just an opportunity to make money, Leo, but this feels like this is an opportunity to progress on some type of path that you're on. Do not allow anyone or anything to stop you. You must have Aquarius in your chart, because I got this for Aqua, I believe. You might feel that there is someone that is trying to stop you on your path. It does feel like you have some type of adversity. We talked about that. Some adversity around you. Some people that are trying to stop you from accomplishing something here. And your guys are saying, do not allow these distractions or these individuals to stop you. You are moving. There's a new location. Either you're moving, or this is you're working. You end up working at a new location. Maybe you get transferred. As far as work is concerned, you're raising your standards. As far as your work or your relationships are concerned, this is definitely a week where your guys are saying, look inside yourself. It just seems like there's something that you might need to resolve within yourself, or possibly with a Gemini. Somebody fleeing from the law. There's some type of problem here, or somebody has a criminal past possibly. There's a problem here that it looks like you can resolve, Leo. It just seems like something that you're dealing with now is going to require of you unwavering faith. Leo, again, it's your mindset that I feel is going to make every ounce of difference this week. You could be flying somewhere, Leo. Yeah. Something that you're going through right now is required for your spiritual evolution. But it's going to require for you, Leo Nation, to not back down. You may need to stand your ground on some level. Yeah. This is how you're going to find your inner power. You may need to make it very clear to somebody what you mean, okay? Because it seems like somebody's trying to get you to back down from something. You might need to state what you mean so that somebody can really hear what you have to say. It might be a family situation. This might be how you are able to resolve something, or something having to do with your children, or a co-parenting situation. Yeah. With that, Leo Nation, this concludes your 7-day forecast with Angelic Ascensions. This reading was helpful to you, Leo Nation. Thumbs up this video. Consider subbing to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment, Leo. You never know how your bravery and honesty may help another in the comments. Thank you, Leo Nation, for deciding to tune in with me this week. Have a blessed and peaceful week, Leo Nation. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, Leos.